My whole career, I've kind of gone against the grain, and it's been about who I am as personality. And so it's been just, you will like me because I'm a good person, not because I'm hot, because
that's a powerful message. Thank you everyone for joining me today. Today's guest is someone that I've had the pleasure of being on television with here in Denver, and I was a regular guest on her local talk show, The Kathie J Show. And let me tell you, her personality is infectious, not to mention what her energy does when you're around her. You elevate. Welcome back to the show, the one, the only Kathie J.
Yeah! Thank you.
You know what? I have to tell you this real quick.
Okay.
The first time I was on your show and my daughter came, do you remember she was on in the back studio? And I told my daughter, I said, brace yourself, because if you think I have lots of energy, and so after the show, she goes, "Mom, thanks for the heads up. Seriously." So I'm just saying.
You know what though? I like it. I like the energy. I like energy.
So good.
There are lights in this world, and I like to be called one of them.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's hashtag worthiness, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay. So I'm having you back on the show because I think one of my elements I love talking about is being fearlessness, and being fearless. But what does that, mean for you? Being fearless.
Being fearless is just, fearless is a few things, but it's the emotion of you just got to do it.
Yeah.
And it's whether you're being forced to do it or whether it's something that you just got to do. It's just it's an emotion you have to grab onto and not be scared of.
Yeah. And here's the thing is when we talk about fearlessness, right, we think that we can't have fear. But trust me,
I live every day with fear.
Every single moment that I'm taking a leap, even in this moment right now.
Congratulations,
like doing something like this.
This is fearless. This is amazing for you.
This is pushing yourselves, right? It's doing it with the presence of fear there and saying, okay, we're going to give you the back seat of this. And we're gonna continue moving forward, right? So when in your life have you felt like you've been fearless?
I think my whole career it's been fearless. I think there's not too many females in radio, and there's not a lot of and if you are on TV as a female, you have to look a certain way.
Yeah.
So I think my whole career I've kind of gone against the grain, and it's been about who I am as personality, and so it's been just you will like me because I'm a good person, not because I'm hot, because
that's a powerful message.
It's a powerful message. And so to be in an industry that cares about looks so much, I think my whole career has been about fear. Because even when I was on the radio, Teri, they only cared about what the female looked like. Whenever people called up, they never said, what do the guys look like? It was always, what does that female look like? And this was, before we were really on social. So it's like, even in radio, what you look like as a female matters. So I think my whole career has been a little bit fearless, because I don't hit the mold of what they. But what
a true inspiration! And you're a mother, and I think it's, I'm always looking at, what message am I bringing, and what message is my daughter picking up?
Yeah, absolutely. They pick it all up.
They do. They do.
Even the bad words. Sorry about that.
So what has been one of your biggest obstacles in facing your fears?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if there's really obstacles. The obstacle is you. It's you. If you don't want it, right? It's you. Right. Thanks a lot, Teri. I could have had HB, A, B, and C if it wasn't for you. No, it's you. So there's times that, I really run a lot on intuition, I know that you do too. And so if something doesn't feel good, I try to figure out why that's happening and if it feels better this way. So a lot of my fear is based on something's telling me to do that. I don't want to do that, but something's telling me, so I'm going for it.
Yeah.
And that's been a lot of my career, and so something just always told me I was going to have my own show. So I just kept fighting for it, even though everyone told me, we had 60 no's to get that thing off the ground, but I kept calling and people, please be my sponsor. I know I'm supposed to do this. You just, when you feel it in here, nobody can take it from you.
So you sound a lot like me when someone tells me no, I'm like, how can I figure this out? I'm like, okay.
Well, you're a lot more proactive than me.
But I'm like, ooh, okay. I just got told no. Okay, let's let's go figure it out, right?
Yeah, especially if it's something that you know you're supposed to do.
Yeah, and when you're being guided and being fearless, it's like taking that next step.
Yes, and you know what? And I think we all think about it, it's going to be the trusting tree kind of fearless. Like I'm going out and I'm going to jump off of a tree into somebody's arms. Yeah. Fearless is how you live your life every day.
Yes.
You can choose to be comfortable, or you can be fearless and vigilant and try to get in life what you want.
Yes.
Trust me, I'm a good couch potato. I can stare out. But you know what? If anything in life that you want, you're gonna have to take a chance at it.
Yeah.
So it depends on what you want to roll for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a powerful statement. And we're just gonna take a quick break real quick and we'll be right back. And we're back with Talking with Teri. And Kathie was just sharing with us, what it's been like to be fearless. But I'm curious, who have you admired, that have really stepped into, taking action and being fearless in their lives?
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of women that I admire. There's a lot of. I don't know. They're all. I'm sorry. I'm drawing a blank on. I mean, the only one that keeps coming to my head is Ruth Bader Ginsburg. But just strong women that have fought through something to make the world a better place for the rest of us women.
Yeah.
Like those women are fearless to me. Those women, like, God bless them. And God bless the men that support us having rights. God bless the men that want us to have careers and become all we're supposed to be. So to me, fearless, I would give props to any woman where I find myself going, hell yeah, girl. Yeah. Hell yeah. Like,
I agree with you. I find like women that are just speaking they're walking the talk and they're talking their walk. I'm always in awe of them.
Right.
Yes.
Very brave. Yeah.
They're doing it and it gives me inspiration to to follow in their footsteps.
I agree. Yeah, I mean, like, I love me some Michelle Obama, so there's some powerful women up there that are in charge I'm sorry. There are some amazing women that have powerful voices that I'm happy are in places where a lot of us can hear them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Because it lifts us all up. Yeah. But I think fearless gets thrown around too much, because like I feel that it's, you think of it as it's the challenge, but I just think that you need to just look at your life as do it. If something calls to you to do it, you got to do it. Okay. I think too many of us sit and we do our normal 9-to-5 job and we don't take chances on what we're really meant to be here as a purpose.
Well, so say more about that, because I think that we'll get those nudges, right? And then for some people, they won't listen to them.
No.
Right? And they're like, but that seems too big. That seems too much.
Right.
Okay, so what's your tip for helping people?
Keep nudging yourself.
Keep nudging yourself. Just do it. Like I always joke, and I tell people, I'm like, I'm just going to do it. If I pee my pants, I pee my pants.
Right, that's exactly
right. I'm like, just do it. Just even if you pee your pants, right? Like
right, but we all see the people around us that just do it. We all know the people around us that go out and actually want to try to make their lives better. You got to. If things are not happy, if you're not happy, be fearless, take that chance, and don't be scared. And it's everything from taking a different route to work. I don't know. Yeah. Some people don't like to drive certain ways. Yeah. Be fearless and go a different way. Like, the road, there are so many roads out there for you to take.
Well, and I think sometimes we think it's like this big leap of faith when in reality, we can incorporate this as a tool or a skill every single day. Yes. And you're right. It's like, so I always tell people that there's this comfort zone here, right? And then this is where we're comfortable at and this is where we're not comfortable. If we're just rubbing up against that, that's the expansion. I mean, as humans, we're here to evolve and grow and expand.
But it's so much more comfortable here, Teri.
Oh, for sure.
Because when I'm rubbing here, I'm uncomfortable. Even though I want to be here, I don't realize that the rubbing is how I get here.
Yeah.
And that's,
we got to teach more rubbing.
If we could only rub more. That's what I'm trying to tell everybody. Rub yourself more, rub the people around you, so we can all be a better society together.
Oh my gosh. All right. Point taken. Okay. But I do agree with you. I do agree that, it's about that, us stepping out and us doing things that are uncomfortable. Yeah. And here's the thing is there was some research done by Harvard, and they had interviewed all these 80-year-olds, and they said, what was their 2 regrets in life? And the first one was that they didn't take more risks. Mm-hmm. And the second one is they didn't spend more time with family. And so I think that risk taking, right? That's our writing that we're talking about.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. But it's really about, taking more risk and being, and just trusting and tapping back into our intuition because trusting that we'll be taken care of. And that's one of the things that I'm like, I don't know how it's going to figure out. I don't know how it's going to work out. I don't know how it's going to go. I'm just going to trust that I'm never given more than I can handle. And I'm not given ideas that I can't, bring forth.
Right. Right. So I'm still stuck on the fact that sometimes a part of me, the risk is hanging out with my family. You happen to mention that right there. That's where my brain still was. Those 80-year-olds were like, didn't risk and I didn't hang out with my family. Well, that's a risky thing for me to hang out with my family, so that's out. But yes, I'm sorry. That's what I still think. But no, what you were saying was absolutely right. Find your comfort. Don't be scared.
Yeah.
Yes, but I remember when you were on my show, you would talk about the fact that you use your intuition all day.
I do.
So much so that you have little tricks with papers that you will do to guide you on how to be. And that's all tools that you're using to not be fearless, right?
Yeah.
So is it a goal that you're like, this is where I want to be. This is how I have to get there. So you do all the little things in between that you don't like. Yeah. And that's your fearless.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, it's like, here's my target and how am I going to get there? And sometimes I have, I'm also allowing myself to be open for, people, places. I mean, even just connecting with you is one of those things. It's like, okay, this is one of those elements to that showed up because I was open to receiving that. So
yes, I'm glad you were. I loved having you on my show. I'm happy to be here with you.
So amazing, so juicy. Okay, so we're going to take a quick break and we're going to come right back. What if I told you there's a simple yet scientific way to ensure success? This could be you starting to learn simple, proven, highly effective tools and strategies to attract more money, more clients, more freedom by reprogramming the way we think. Since 2017, we've been gathering women entrepreneurs and business owners to transform limiting beliefs and take action on achieving their wildest dreams. I'm hosting the Unlock Live event again this year. Join a community of like-minded women who are ready to be seen, to be heard for their powerful message that they are here to deliver. April 21st and 22nd in Denver. Read caption below for the early bird discount, and I can't wait to see you there. And we're back. Okay, Kathie, so much juiciness about living a life of being fearless.
Yeah.
How are you instilling this in your daughters? How are you teaching this to your daughters?
That's a good question. Yeah, so, they're young. So it's easy right now. So it's about, you have to keep trying things, like if you don't, the other day they didn't want to go to a relative's house, because they didn't have a good experience last time, but it's like, sorry, even that is out of your comfort zone and that's something you have to do. So I, as the parent, guide them to continue to do things that aren't comfortable, but they know they got to do it. And that's even the narrative that they share with their kid, with their friends and stuff. When one of them calls them weird, I'm like, go back to your friend and ask them why weird is weird. Why is that bad?
Yeah.
Why, normal's the bad, so, it's, I'm doing really hard work to make sure that they understand they're in charge of their own narrative and they have their power. And nobody's going to take it from them.
And we can, from every parent out there, do our part to instill that with our kids.
Because you got to have it inside because the world's going to attack them.
Yeah.
They attack us. We're adults and it attacks us. So I need them to know what armor they can have so that nothing gets through.
Yeah.
Because I'm not losing my kid to something mental that someone else affected them with. Sorry, that's a big fear of mine.
Yeah.
To lose my kid to someone else's
story in their lives. And
exactly.
Absolutely.
Totally. So yes, but you know what? That's how you keep building. You know, keep getting stronger.
I love it.
Yes.
Okay. So what final message for folks that, want to invite being fearless more in their lives?
Good luck. It's on you. No, for real. It's really
true. It's true.
You can stay exactly where you are.
Absolutely.
And be comfortable and not worry. And you can complain and wonder why life's passing you by. Or you can do things that are hollering at you in your head at 2:00 in the morning, waking you up, and go for it. Okay? Like you just said a second ago, God's not going to give you something that you can't take.
Yeah.
Or whatever. The universe isn't loading something on that you can't handle. How are you going to handle it is how it happens.
Yes. Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. So much from you. Thank you
Good
so
luck,
much.
everybody.
Okay, so how can people connect with you and follow you?
You can find me. I have a podcast. It's on Kathie J. It's a YouTube channel. It's my YouTube channel. You can find me on social media. I'm always just doing fun stuff. It's just my life in motion on my social media.
I love it. Wonderful. Thank you so much for being
Thank
here
you.
today.
Thank you, Teri. Congratulations on your show.
Before we go, I wanted to share with you my key takeaways from today's show. I like to call them Teri's wisdom tips. First, being fearless doesn't mean you won't experience fear. It simply means that we can trust that there's something greater and that we have the courage to move through it. Second, being fearless is a muscle that requires regular activation. The more we play in the place of possibilities, the more we allow for expansion, growth, and opportunities to be received. Third, being fearless is a special gift that we all have. Each and every one of us has the capacity to create beyond our comfort zone. Thank you for joining me today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell to find out about my upcoming shows. Thank you for tuning in today, and I'll see you next time.